Have you ever found yourself waking up at 3 a.m., lying in the quiet darkness, staring at the ceiling, wondering why sleep seems to slip away just when you need it most? Maybe you've tossed and turned, asking yourself what's wrong with your body or your mind, feeling that frustration creep in as the minutes tick by. The truth is, you're not alone. So many of us over 60 experience this. And it's not just a random habit or some inevitable curse of getting older. In this video, we're diving deep into 5 powerful reasons why you might be waking up around 3 a.m. as you age, peeling back the layers to reveal what these early mornings could mean for your health, your sleep, and your life after 60. These aren't just quick guesses, they're rooted in the real changes your body and mind go through, and by the end, you might see those wake-ups in a whole new light. So, let's get started with reason number 1, the melatonin mystery, why your body's sleep hormone fades with age. Number 1, the melatonin mystery, why your body's sleep hormone fades with age. Let's dive right into the first reason so many of us over 60 find ourselves blinking awake at 3 a.m., staring into the dark, wondering why sleep slipped away. It's all about melatonin, that little hormone your body makes to whisper, "Hey, it's time to rest." When you were younger, melatonin flowed like a steady river, guiding you into deep, uninterrupted sleep night after night. But as we age, that river starts to dry up. It's not your fault, it's just biology doing its thing. By the time you hit your 60s, 70s, or beyond, your pineal gland, the tiny part of your brain that pumps out melatonin, slows down. Studies show that melatonin production can drop by as much as 50% compared to your 20s or 30s. That means when you crawl into bed at night, you might still drift off just fine, especially if you've had a busy day or a warm cup of tea. But come 2 or 3 a.m., when that melatonin level dips too low, your brain doesn't have enough of that sleepy signal to keep you under. Suddenly, you're awake, not because of a nightmare or a barking dog, but because your internal clock is running out of juice. Now, here's where it gets interesting. Your environment plays a bigger role than you might think. Even a sliver of light, maybe from that glowing alarm clock, a street lamp sneaking through the curtains, or the hallway light you left on for safety, can zap what little melatonin you've got left. As we age, our eyes get more sensitive to light, and even a tiny glow can trick your brain into thinking it's time to wake up. It's like your body's saying, "Oh, daylight? Guess we're done here." Let me share a bit of my own story here. A few years back, I started waking up around 3:30 a.m., wide awake, no reason in sight. I'd lie there, frustrated, thinking, what's wrong with me? I used to sleep like a rock. Then I learned about this melatonin shift. I wasn't broken, my body was just changing. So, I got practical. I swapped out my old curtains for blackout ones, ditched the glowing clock for one that dims, and started winding down with a no-screen rule an hour before bed. It wasn't a miracle cure, but those little tweaks made a difference. Some nights, I'd sleep right through till 5 or 6 a.m., a small victory worth celebrating. So, what can you do about this? First, keep your bedroom as dark as a cave, think blackout curtains or a sleep mask. Second, try cutting out blue light from phones or TVs before bed, it's a melatonin killer. If you're curious, you could even talk to your doctor about a low-dose melatonin supplement. Just 1 or 2 milligrams can sometimes help, but always check with a pro first. And here's a bonus tip, a short evening walk, even 10 minutes, can boost your natural rhythms and tire you out just enough to stay asleep longer. This isn't about fighting your body, it's about working with it. Aging doesn't mean you're doomed to sleepless nights, it means you're learning a new dance with your biology. And trust me, once you get the steps down, you'll feel more in control than ever. Number 2, your internal clock's new schedule, the advanced sleep phase shift. Next up, let's talk about why your body might be waking you up at 3 a.m. because it thinks the day's already started. This is called advanced sleep phase, and it's a fancy way of saying your internal clock is sliding forward as you age. Back in your 30s or 40s, you might have stayed up till midnight, no problem, and slept in till 7 or 8. But now? You're yawning by 8 p.m., in bed by 9, and, surprise, wide awake at 3 a.m., wondering why the world's still dark. This isn't random. It's your circadian rhythm, that 24-hour cycle that tells your body when to sleep and wake, shifting earlier. Scientists say it's tied to changes in your brain and hormones as you get older. Your body starts craving rest sooner in the evening, and once it gets its 6 or 7 hours, it's ready to roll, even if the clock says it's nowhere near morning. For some of us, this means falling asleep at 8:30 p.m. and waking at 3:30 a.m. like clockwork. It's not insomnia, it's just your new normal. I've seen this in my own life too. After I retired, my days got quieter, no more rushing to work or juggling a packed schedule. I'd eat dinner at 5:30, watch a little TV, and by 9 p.m. I was out. Then, like magic, 3 a.m. would hit, and I'd be up, feeling rested but confused. At first, I fought it, thinking I needed to fix my sleep. But then I realized, maybe my body's just on a different timetable now. So, I started tweaking my evenings, a little reading with a warm lamp, a chat with my neighbor, anything to stretch that bedtime closer to 10. It didn't always work, but it helped. Here's the practical side, if this sounds like you, don't beat yourself up over it. Instead, lean into it. If you're sleepy at 8 p.m., that's fine, just plan your day so you're active enough to push bedtime a bit later. A gentle walk after dinner, a puzzle, or even a phone call with a friend can keep your brain humming just long enough. And if you still wake up at 3 a.m.? Use that quiet time, read, sip some water, or just enjoy the stillness. Your body's not wrong, it's just early. One more thing, sunlight matters. Getting outside in the morning, even for 15 minutes, can reset your clock and tell your brain, hey, daytime's here, let's save sleep for later. It's a simple trick, but it works wonders for keeping that rhythm in check. Number 3, the body's midnight messages, physical discomfort and health wake-ups. Now, let's get real about something we all face as we age, our bodies aren't as quiet as they used to be. Reason number 3 for those 3 a.m. wake-ups is physical discomfort or health issues that sneak up in the night. Maybe it's a stiff knee from arthritis, a full bladder that won't wait, or a twinge of acid reflux from that late-night snack. These little signals might not bother you during the day, but at 3 a.m., when everything's still, they're loud enough to pull you out of sleep. Take arthritis, for example. Lying in bed for hours can make joints ache, especially if you've been in one position too long. Or maybe it's your bladder. As we age, it holds less and signals more, especially at night. For men, this might tie to prostate changes. For women, it could be weaker pelvic muscles. Either way, that trip to the bathroom at 3 a.m. can leave you too awake to drift back off. Then there's reflux. If you ate dinner too close to bedtime, that acid can creep up and jolt you awake. I've had my own run-ins with this. A couple of years ago, I started waking up with a dry mouth and a nagging need to pee every night, like clockwork, around 3:15 a.m. I thought it was just a getting old, but then I noticed it got worse after I'd had a big glass of water before bed. I cut back on evening fluids, propped my pillow a bit higher to ease reflux, and, here's the kicker, started stretching my legs before bed to loosen up those creaky joints. It's not perfect, but I'm waking up less, and when I do, I fall back asleep faster. What can you do? Start with the basics. Limit liquids an hour or two before bed, but don't dehydrate yourself. Sip, don't gulp. If reflux is your nemesis, eat dinner earlier, aim for 3 hours before lights out, and skip the spicy stuff. For aches, a warm bath or gentle stretches can calm your muscles. And if you're on meds, say, for blood pressure or pain, check with your doctor. Some pills can mess with sleep or make you pee more at night. Timing them differently might help. These wake-ups aren't failures, they're your body talking. Listen to it. A small tweak here or there can turn those 3 a.m. interruptions into a distant memory. Number 4, the power of routine, how your daily habits shape your sleep. Here's a big one that's easy to miss. Your daily habits might be the reason you're up at 3 a.m. As we age, especially after 60, our routines shift, dinners earlier, evenings are calmer, and days might feel less packed. That's not a bad thing, but it can trick your body into thinking nighttime starts sooner, pushing your wake-up time to the wee hours. Think about it. If you eat at 5 p.m., wind down by 7, and nod off by 9, your body's getting 6 or 7 hours of sleep by 3 a.m. It's not broken, it's just fast. Add in less activity, maybe you're not walking as much or chasing grandkids all day, and your brain starts producing melatonin earlier, inviting sleep before the clock even hits double digits. Even caffeine from that afternoon coffee can linger longer now, making sleep lighter and easier to break. I've lived this one too. After I stopped working, my days got looser, supper at 5:30, TV by 6, bed by 9. Sure enough, 3 a.m. became my new morning. I didn't connect the dots until I noticed how early I was crashing. So, I shook things up, a short walk after dinner, a book instead of the news, no naps past 3 p.m. It took a week, but my wake-up slid closer to 5 a.m. Small changes, big payoff. Here's your action plan, keep dinner light and not too early, 6 or 7 p.m. works for most. Stay active in the afternoon, a stroll, some gardening, anything to burn a little energy. Cut caffeine by noon, it sticks around longer than you think. And give your evenings some life, a hobby, a call, a puzzle, to stretch that bedtime closer to 10. Your body loves rhythm, so build one that fits your life now. Number 5, the heart's quiet hours, emotional wake-ups at 3 a.m. Finally, let's talk about something deeper, your mind and heart. Sometimes, waking up at 3 a.m. isn't about your body at all, it's about what's stirring inside. As we age, life slows down, and the quiet of night can bring up thoughts we didn't have time for before, memories, worries, or just a longing for connection. It's not loud anxiety, it's a gentle restlessness, like your soul's whispering in the dark. Maybe it's a memory of someone you've lost, a choice you're still mulling over, or the stillness of an empty house. For me, after my sister passed a few years ago, I'd wake up at 3 a.m. thinking about her laugh, our old talks. It wasn't sadness, just a need to feel her close. I started keeping a notebook by my bed, jotting down those thoughts when they came. It didn't stop the wake-ups, but it eased them, like giving my heart a place to rest. What can you do? Don't fight it, lean in. Keep a journal or a voice recorder handy, let those thoughts out. Build an evening ritual, soft music, a warm drink, a letter to a friend, to settle your mind before bed. And if loneliness is part of it, reach out during the day, a call, a visit, a plan. Your heart's not waking you to torture you, it's asking to be heard. So, there you have it, 5 reasons you might be waking up at 3 a.m., from fading melatonin to a heart that won't stay quiet. Each one's a window into your health, your habits, and your life after 60. You're not just aging, you're growing, adapting, and finding new ways to thrive. What hit home for you today? Drop a comment below, maybe it's a number 3 or a tip you're going to try. I read every one, and it keeps me going. If this helped you, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell. We've got more coming to keep you strong, rested, and inspired. Share this with someone who needs it, and let's keep this community growing. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one.